Well, good morning and welcome to Vision. Happy New Year, everybody. Good to see you all. We got a lot to celebrate today, so I'm going to invite you just to stand and join us. We'll sing out some affirmations and celebrate being together today.
Good morning, Vision. How are you? Woohoo! Happy New Year! To those who are happy. Well, we're all happy here. I'll take 200, Alex. Okay. Welcome, welcome. I'm Patti Paris. I don't know if you knew that, but if you didn't, I am Reverend Patti Paris. I'm the founding and senior minister here of Vision, and and I just had the thought as I walked through the sanctuary doors this morning, in March, we will be here 10 years. We'll be here 10 years in this facility. And in February, before we had moved in here, in February, we'll be celebrating our 19th anniversary. Oh my gosh. Time. I got to tell you, this is incredible. Anyway, let's pray first before we do anything else. There is one life. It is God's. It is whole, perfect, and complete, just like the song said. We know it is our life right here and right now, that everything that Spirit is expresses through all of its creations. And we are that. And so is everything in the manifest universe. This universe that keeps expanding. I know that there is only one energy behind all of it, and we call it God or higher power or source or first cause or Bob, if you're familiar. Whatever we call it, we know there is just this one that animates everything, including us. And so I give great thanks for that. I know that we come together to remember that for ourselves and for each other, to celebrate that, to know that there is one life, that it is whole and perfect and complete, and that it is expressing through each one of us. And I just give great thanks for that. I'm so grateful. And so it is. Yay. We have practitioners here. I would love for the practitioners and ministers to raise your hands so that people can see you. Yay. Look around the room. These are the people that pray with you and for you all year, all the time, every time, whenever you submit a prayer request, and even when you don't, they're praying for you anyway. Just know that they're here. At the end of the celebration, they'll be up in the front of the room for prayer, for one-on-one prayer. So come to the front of the room after our celebration, after the last song, and get some prayer before you leave here today, because what do we know? Prayer changes things. Oh, come on, let's say it with some enthusiasm here. Prayer changes things. Absolutely does. Does all the time. Does all the time. Why? Because it changes us. Because we became those clear vessels through which spiritual energy can just flow through us, changing conditions around us. So get prayer. It always helps. It always, always does. What else do I have to tell you? Oh, I know. Hang on a second. I got it. We have guest packets. Anybody see these? They were on the welcome table on the way in. They're on the prayer table in the back of the room. They're by the back door. They're all over the place. Patricia Coughlin makes these for us every week, and we're so grateful that she does so that we can have them. Yeah, go Patricia, right? And inside it tells you all about Centers for Spiritual Living, the worldwide movement. Tells about our affiliation with them, how long they've been around. It tells you a little bit about Ernest Holmes Ministry and how long that's been around, same thing. And it has a great greeting on the front. We're going to say it together. We're going to remind ourselves. We're going to remind the Vision community at large. Hi, how you doing out there? And we're going to say it right now. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. Remember that. You keep one in your car? I love that. Thank you so much. Tasha said she keeps one of these in her car, and when she finds somebody, she gives it out to them. And there's an idea. There's an idea for you. Thank you so much, Tasha, for that. I love it. Let's see, what else? Oh, I know what I want to tell you. Now that you've greeted each other and you've greeted the folks at home, I want you to turn to somebody and say, welcome to Vision, glad you're here. Hi, I'm glad you're here. I love it. We are a chatty group, and I just love that. So, I'm going to turn it over now to James Vandenberg. He is the choir director, and he's also in our celebration singers today. And we are going to sing our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation. Take it away, James.
I believe that I have all I If you know, you know. Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. There they are. My name is Paul Hemmerling. I'm one of the licensed practitioners here at Vision, and now is our time for meditation and contemplation. We'll have some quotes. The bowl will ring. We'll enter a period of silence. TK will keep track of the time for us. The bowl will bring us out of meditation, and we'll move directly into our time of community prayer. I invite you to get comfortable in your seats, close your eyes if that works for you, and take these words with you into the silence. Faith is like radar that sees through the fog, the reality of things at a distance that the human eye cannot see. And that's from Corrie ten Boom, Cordelia ten Boom, and from our founder, Ernest Holmes. Practitioners consciously remove the apparent obstruction and leave the field open to a new influx of spirit. They resolve things into thoughts, dissolve the negative appearance in the condition by recognizing only perfection. and staying in that silence, in that infinite space of possibility, I know the truth, that there is one power, one presence, one God, one spirit, one energy. It is everywhere, whole, perfect, and complete. It is the manifest and unmanifest universe. It is a self-aware field of love, which gives to itself without hesitation, without contest, without consideration, without barrier, without out there, without other. God is all there is, and I know that I am one. I am one with that infinite power and presence right here and right now. Every aspect of being is spirit, emotional, mental, financial, spiritual, physical. It is all God in motion, in activity. And as I know that I am one, I know that we are one being, one subjective reality, expressing this beautiful life of God. And into that infinite power and presence, I speak this word knowing that God is the author of peace, and that world peace is right here and right now at hand. And I surrender my fear on the altar of love and peace, knowing that God is the author of order and law, and that world peace starts right here and right now in my mind as I express peace in my life. I give grace, I accept others, I forgive, and I walk in peace in my life. And that is the peace of spirit throughout the world. And as I know that peace is the truth of God, I know that health is the reality of spirit on every level. There is no illness in God. God cannot be sick. And as this body is based on the blueprint of perfection that dwells within, I know that the master mechanic that dwells within each and every cell works in perfect concert to bring this body into absolute alignment with the perfection that is the basis of physical reality. I release any thought of age-related breakdown, of pain, of anything other than the perfection of God. I give great thanks as the healing expresses through this body into a life of joy, mobility, ease, comfort, relaxing sleep, and easy breathing. Life is joyful. And as I know that peace and health is the truth of God, I know that financial prosperity is the truth of spirit. God cannot have a bill that cannot be paid. God is not worried about where the money is going to come from. God is the desire and the fulfillment, two sides of the same coin. It is already done in the heart and the mind of God. And so I open to the good of spirit flowing through this life. It moves into my experience, it moves through my experience into another project. I am within the flow of the river of abundance. Life is a joy. And knowing that spirit is right here and right now, rising, and bringing this life up into a greater expression and experience of harmony, of peace, of joy, of love, of laughter. I give great thanks. I give great thanks for this building, for this room, for all the volunteers, for the musicians, for Reverend Patti as that perfect vessel of Spirit's message. I give great thanks for the opportunity to prove these principles, for the truth revealed, that it is a life of joy right here and right now. And so I release this word into the law, knowing Spirit has already said yes, the gift is given. I receive, I say thank you, God, and so it is.
Well, it's a new year and the sun has come out, so why not start the music year in heaven? And we'll build from there. So please welcome our first angel of the year, James Higgins.
I'll take that, Mark. Look for the beauty in the world around you. Don't look for gray skies when the sun is shining. Don't close your eyes or you will miss that silver lining. Through happy eyes, sunlit skies, the beauty's up to you. Walking tall in love is easy when truth surrounds you. No need for darkness when God's love light is shining. A journey waits for you where all your dreams come true. Don't hesitate, 'cause time won't wait. The beauty's up to you. Let God break you open, feel His arms around you. There's no need for darkness when God's love light is shining. Don't close your eyes, you will miss that silver lining. Through happy eyes, sunlit skies, the beauty's up to you. Just look for the beauty down deep within you. Hold on to that feeling. Never, never let it go. A journey waits for you where all your dreams come true. Don't hesitate, 'cause time won't wait. The beauty's up to you. All of your heart's desires flow free and easy. A true reflection of the beauty within. A journey waits for you where all your dreams come true. Don't hesitate, 'cause time won't wait. The beauty's up to you. Just look for the beauty in the world around you. Don't close your eyes, you'll miss that silver lining. A journey waits for you where all your dreams come true. Don't hesitate, 'cause time won't wait. The beauty's up to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. We have a new monthly theme. Yay. Took us long enough, right? The monthly theme is the base we stand on. The base we stand on. And what a great way to start off the new year. Going to the foundation of our philosophy. Or that's the way I interpreted it anyway. Right? Going back to the basics. And so this first talk today is Seeing Through the Mist. And it comes from the dedication page of the Science of Mind textbook. You're familiar with this little baby, right? This is a copy. It comes in all different kinds. But anyway, on the dedication page, you know the peace be unto thee, stranger. We've talked about that. It's a lovely passage. But I'm talking about the passage above that, where it says, You know what? I'm going to alter Ernest Holmes' words just a bit because I am going to make them gender inclusive. In his time period, everything was he and him and his, and I love that, but it was, a reflection of the time in which he wrote. So I want to speak this to you. So here it is. These lessons are dedicated to that truth which frees us from ourselves, which sets us on a pathway of a new experience, which enables us to see through the mist to the eternal and changeless reality. That speaks just to you. Those lines are that statement that there is truth in this book and that its truth will be revealed as you read it. And it's above the peace be unto you, stranger, which is the invitation into the consciousness of the science of mind and spirit philosophy. And Ernest Holmes described as this: a correlation of the laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelation of religion applied to human needs and aspirations of humanity. So, what did he mean when he said seeing through the mist, right? That's the deep question. What did he mean by that? If we are that philosophy that he talked about, philosophers and spiritual traditions and scientists would answer that question a little differently, seeing through the mist. But there is overlap there, because that's what we are. That's what this teaching is. And that overlap is the philosophy of the science of mind and spirit that moves us as humans from confusion, which is the mist, right, to understanding, which is the truth. And that's our journey. That's our spiritual walk. Becoming aware of our limiting thoughts, paying honest attention, questioning without arrogance, living thoughtfully, and staying open to learning. Or put more simply, it's this: truth becomes clearer when we stop pretending we already have it. That's it. If we're going to move from the mist to the clarity, let's start with the mist, okay? Let's start with that, the confusion. Life at the level of effect. We all know that, right? That's the Kingdom 1 consciousness, the victim stuff. Oh my God, it's being done to me, The ever-changing conditions of our life, it's going on all the time. We're moving through the fun house of life just as the fog machine has been turned up and we are tripping over everything. It's kind of life. That's it. And we wonder why we keep bumping into the furniture, right? This is what's going on. So imagine life is a giant window. Remember those 70s houses with those big bay windows? Imagine life is that big window, but the window is foggy. Window's foggy, and you're wearing smudgy glasses. You know that one, right? And it's raining outside. And you got somebody behind you breathing on the window, right? At the same time. That's the mist of conditions. That's it. The mist of conditions is everything that shapes and limits how we see, including, but not limited to, emotions, assumptions, false beliefs, personal biases. Oh, I could go on, right? There's a bunch. So let's start with emotions. Fear and anger and greed and pride and sloth and envy, all those, sinful things. Anyway, here's what we know. We make decisions based on previous experiences, even though we know better, right? We know better. We know that principle is not bound by precedent, but we do that anyway. We pull up things from the past and say, yeah, this is like that, so I'm going to do this. Right? Feeling like something is true does not make it true. Okay? Just here to say that. Feeling like something is true does not make it true. Do you ever feel dumb? Sometimes you get into those situations, you feel dumb. Feeling dumb is not being dumb. Right? Feeling hated is not being hated. Feeling like your life is over. The Velcro hand up there. Feeling like your life is over doesn't mean your life is over. Feelings are like the weather, not GPS. You can be in the middle of a storm, but you're not lost. It's just a feeling. Oh, and the mist, being in the mist, The mist loves emotional exaggeration. It loves, oh God, it loves the drama. Feelings pass, truth stays. Truth is eternal. Feelings go here and there and all over the place. And then there are assumptions and beliefs we've absorbed through our culture or through our language or through our family, through our expectations. All kinds of things in the mist. Oh, God, from our parents, from our family members, from the government, from clergy. Sorry, yes, even clergy. Oh, my God. Yeah, you're all going to hell. I don't know if you know that. Or that's what they would tell you anyway, right? Or you're the first generation to go to college. You better do a good job. Or the rich get richer. Did you ever hear that when you were little, right? The rich get richer. Or you can't fight City Hall. All of those things, all of those assumptions, all of those, words and terms, and money doesn't grow on trees, and there's no such thing as a free lunch. All that stuff, right? Cultural, and we've absorbed all of it. Your brain is a helpful assistant. But every once in a while, it goes off the rails. It just does. And it screams, "This is a disaster! Everybody's judging you. What's wrong with you? One awkward moment, your life is over. Oh my God, what are the neighbors going to say?" Who had a mom? Who had a mom that said that? Oh my God, what will the neighbors say? I can't believe you're going out looking like that. All of that stuff. Oh my God, and your brain is like a trash panda. Raccoons. It goes for any shiny thing, and it's all concerned with all kinds of different stuff, and it's sorting around and, looking for things. At just about time you're ready to fall asleep, it says, "Remember that thing in 2017 you do? Oh my God, what are we going to do about that?" Holy moly. And aren't you supposed to pick up the dry cleaning tomorrow? Isn't that the time? Do you have the ticket? Where is the ticket for the dry cleaning? Right? Your brain does all that stuff like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning or so. Ernest Holmes said the key to heaven and hell is in our own mind and nowhere else. Heaven is lost for want of an idea, while hell is peopled with the phantoms of our own mental imagery. So, seeing through the mist says, "Thanks for the input, brain. We'll verify that tomorrow." Tomorrow. Right? And then there are the personal experiences and biases. They're in the mist too. Right? Oh my God, don't ever drive down that road again, ever, as long as you live. I drove down that road once and I got a flat tire. Don't ever go there again, right? And we say things like that, and we think things like that, and then we have the audacity to say, "No, I think I'm pretty good in reality. I think I'm a really, really, I've got a good handle on reality." And then reality looks at us and goes, "Really? Remember when you got mad at the phone charger last week because it didn't charge fast enough?" We don't really have a good handle on reality. So the first breakthrough the mist is admitting maybe we don't know everything. Oh my God. And that wipes away at least 30% of the mist right there. Maybe I don't know everything. They are all things that limit what we see as possible. Ernest Holmes says, you don't have to beseech life to be good or to bring good into your life. Life is like the sun. It shines on everything. Get out of the shadows. Crawl out of your basement. Open the windows of your mind. Open the doors of your soul. Lift up your thought and let life be to you what you wish it to be. God's calling. The first step toward truth is realizing, one, we are always seeing through something. That's our context, right? We come from a human context, from your past, from all of your experiences, from everything you've gone through. We are always looking through something. That is our context. There are layers, right? Parfaits have layers. I know that one. Everything has layers. We have layers. Awareness of our limitation in that way is already clarity. Admitting that we know that, oh, I get it. I may not be seeing the whole picture. That's clarity in itself. Understanding and identifying the limiting thoughts we have is already part of the solution, isn't it? I used to think this, but there is a greater truth to be known. There is a greater truth to be revealed. There is a greater truth to be understood. That's wiping away a lot of the mist, too. And then there's practicing honest attention. Truth usually isn't found by forcing things. It's quiet, right? It's quiet. But it's paying close attention to things. It means watching your thoughts without immediately believing them. You know, we don't have to believe every thought we think. It's not necessary. Noticing how your emotions can color your perception. Ooh, I'm attached to my beliefs. My beliefs are better than your beliefs. My beliefs are righter than your beliefs. We get attached to our own beliefs, right? But instead of doing that, we can ask, what's really happening here? Or, what is it I'm wanting, or what is it I'm fearing? Different way to look at it. Which leads right into questioning. Question. Don't dismiss, but question. Seeing clearly requires questioning things, not just outright rejecting them, right? We can, helpful questions might be like, how do I know this is true? Or what am I missing? What am I missing here? What am I not seeing? Would this be true, this thing I think, this belief I hold, would this be true if it was coming from another person? Would I still consider it truth? Right? Then there is balance. Balance reason with humility. Reason and logic and evidence matter, but so does humility. The mind is a powerful tool, but it is not the whole picture. That's why Ernest Holmes talked about the science of mind and spirit. Recognizing you don't know everything keeps the mist from turning into certainty-based bias. You know those people that know everything? You know, we talk about the opposite of faith being doubt, but it's not. The opposite of faith is certainty. The opposite of faith is certainty. There's no room there for questions. Can't question. And we're supposed to live in the questions. Live in the questions. Live the question. Some truths are not really fully embraced until they're experienced. And that's where the emotions come back in. Ugh, you know, those messy things. Balancing feeling and thought. Acting with compassion. Facing difficulty without avoiding it. Learning from our mistakes. Ugh, there's another great one. Listening deeply to others. Truth often reveals itself through how life responds to our actions. And then accept that clarity sometimes is gradual, maybe most times. Let me think about that. Yeah, maybe most times clarity is gradual. Very few times have we experienced, or I should speak for myself, very few times in my life have I experienced that water to wine moment. Anybody have one of those? I mean, like, boom, just automatically water to wine. But it's infrequent. It's infrequent in my life. It's usually a gradual experience. And, you know, there may never be a time when the mist is totally gone. Maybe it doesn't vanish completely. You know, like those little bars on your phone, you know, the little Wi-Fi thing, and it goes up further and further and further. Maybe that's like what we're doing. We're always buffering. More or less. Hey, it's better over here than it is over there, you know? I mean, maybe that's what it's about. Clarity coming in degrees. Understanding deepens over time. You should see my Science of Mind textbook. I have highlighted probably 90% of that book, and you can tell what year I did it by the color of the highlight. Right? I started with pink, and then there was yellow, and then there was green, and then there was orange. It's like a rainbow in there because Understanding deepens over time. My understanding of what's in that Science of Mind textbook changes over time. The aha is different, or sometimes they get double highlighted, which is like, really, this stands out, you know? Each insight clears the fog away little by little. And here's another thing we can do to clear up the mist. Stop cleaning the wrong window. Oftentimes, we try to clean other people's windows. Don't do that, right? Or we try to clean the universe's window, you know? Or we try to fix that awkward thing we did in 1976. Guess what? It's over. Don't worry about it anymore. Meanwhile, our own window is all mucked up with, you know, fingerprints and yicky stuff and things on it that say, you know, I'm right, they're wrong. Or this will last forever. Oh, my God, I'll never get over this. Clean that stuff away first. Clean all of that stuff away first. We're not saying here the truth is unreachable. What we're saying is it's approached, it's not possessed. Right? That's what we do. That's our walk. That is our spiritual walk. The truth is not hidden, but it is wearing fog goggles, and it's giggling at us every time we trip over the furniture in the funhouse. Always. Ernest Holmes said this: we desire to live in a world peopled with friends who love us, surrounded by things beautiful and pleasing. There is but one way, and this way is as certain as the sun shines. Daily, we must control all thoughts that deny the real, affirm the divine presence within. Then, as the mist disappears before the sun, so shall adversity melt before the shining radiance of our exalted thought. That's our spiritual practice. So this year, we're starting in January, this year, let us rise up. Let us lift our heads, lift our thoughts above the mist. Let us allow Spirit to reveal to us the finished kingdom through which we walk. Thank you very much, Emma Curtis Hopkins. You know, Lillian DeWaters wrote a whole book called The Finished Kingdom. Get it, read it. It's amazing. Change your life. Let Spirit reveal the finished kingdom through which we walk and live in the eternal and changeless reality that Spirit in this philosophy guarantees. Thank you so much.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are hillsides and mountains enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last until the end of time. Oh, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's there's just too little of what the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are oceans and cornfields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh Lord, if you really want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for
Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Yay. So now is our time for conscious circulation. This is where we jump into the river of God's abundance. Both feet. We know that God's abundance is limitless, and we know that as we open up to that, we are as well. So this is our opportunity to prove the principles. We are here sharing from our good, circulating it, and allowing it to return, pressed down, overflowing. So let's pray about that. We know that God's abundance is limitless. It is overflowing always. The gift has already been given, and we accept. We say yes, and as our consciousness grows around this, so does the abundant nature reveal itself through us and around us and as us in the world. I give great thanks for the abundance right here, knowing that it is the demonstration of this quality of God. Knowing that we know it deep down in our souls. We know the truth of ourselves. We know the truth of God as us. We know ourselves as an activity of God's abundance right here, right now. And it is with great thanks that we simply let it be. And so it is. And so it is.
As I give, so do I receive, joyfully, gratefully. As I give, so do I receive, fully, freely. God is the river where abundance flows. Stepping into it, I accept and know. As I give, so do I receive. Receive, offering my first and best. As I give, so do I receive, knowing how I've been blessed. God is the river where abundance flows. Stepping into it, I accept and know. As I give, so do I receive. Back to where my soul is fed.
love that song. That was from our first musical director, right? Christy Rickert Peterson. I have some miracle minutes. We're going to talk. It's been a good year so far. I just love it. Where did I want to go first? I wanted to go first to Reverend Lori, who said she had an unavoidable accident, right? A car was totaled. Bummer. No ribs were broken. She's okay. But she went back to the car. Well, actually, her husband did. Went back to the car to retrieve, items that you keep in there, things that are in your car, like, the glove box and all that stuff. And the impact of the crash dislodged a pendant that had been missing for 12 years. Her mother had given matching pendants as Christmas gifts to Lori and her sister many years ago. And she just felt like that was such a blessing in her life. You gotta love it, Yeah. Holy moly. And from Barbara, she spent on New Year's Eve with her sisters, and one of them fell ill and was taken to the hospital, and her vitals, 911 came, the whole bit, it was drama. But the vitals were good. They suggested she go to the hospital anyway, and she did. She went into the ER. Oh, good grief. But as she and her other sister were left at home, they decided to do what? Pray, right? Pray first. And Ann DiNapoli, one of our licensed practitioners, was available. And, she just, what do you want me to pray for? But that's not what she said, right? Just all specifics in the prayer treatment were answered. She just prayed, right? All's well. And Barbara said her sister had kind, compassionate, competent medical staff. She checked out. Everything was fine. The CAT scan, everything came back negative. And she got back to the house around just before midnight. Yay, Happy New Year. I love it. Woohoo! She said, I'm happy. I asked for prayer first, as we always encourage everybody to do. What do you do first? Go to prayer. Before you do anything, go to prayer, right? So grateful for the teaching and for the practitioners who are available. Yay, I just love that. I have another one. Hang on a second. There's more. But wait, there's more. Let me put this here. This one's from Tasha. She said she had concern about her vision, and the earliest appointment she could get at the VA was 4 months from now. And she called every day to see if there's a cancellation. See, that's our calling again. And it was suggested that she might have to go to the ER, but they didn't help. So she said, what I'm thinking, of course, is that I can get an appointment that I need even at the time I would like it. Wrote up the prayer request, submitted it last Sunday. The next day she got a call from optometry, and they had an appointment for her. Yay. 1 hour later. You gotta love it. It's just one of those things. Okay, wait, but it goes on. I know. What am I missing here? Hang on a second. Oh, I know. This one is from James Higgins. 10 years ago, 2016, my life was forever changed by some would call an accident, but I know it was a divine appointment. I was in my hospital room and surviving a major stroke. The physical toll was devastating. My left side was paralyzed. My left eye was closed. Both my vision and speech were severely impaired. To many, the road back seemed impossible, but the universe had other plans. I love that. Thank you. That day, a band of angels, vision practitioners, and their senior ministers were walking the hospital hall, seeing another congregant. As they passed my door, a name caught their eye. John and Rev Patti paused, wondering if it could be the person they knew, the vision patron of many years, a pillar of the New Thought musical movement, right, that has supported over 40 churches, attended countless conferences at Asilomar, and dedicated his life to the music ministry of New Thought. And sure enough, we looked inside, and it was. But we didn't see a victim. We saw a beloved friend and a soul. And we began to pray, and they didn't just pray once. They continued to pray with the ferocity of spirit that matched my own will to live. One of the practitioners stayed behind, offering a Reiki treatment, and then that became a process of balancing my shattered system. Today, 10 years later, if you were to meet me, and you just did, you would never know I had experienced such a traumatic event. My recovery is a testament to two things that skeptics claim don't work: prayer and hard work. I am a demonstration. I am proof that the spiritual support of a community meets the relentless determination of the individual. The impossible becomes reality. He finishes by saying to that band of vision practitioner angels and the senior minister who followed a nudge of recognition down the hallway, thank you. You were the key to me getting my life back. To anyone facing their own mountain, keep praying, keep working, and keep believing. I am living proof that miracles are still very much alive. Don't let anyone ever tell you prayer and hard work doesn't work. I am the demonstration. Thank you so much, James. Miracle minutes. And you have to look around. Sometimes they are small miracles. Sometimes you can overlook them if you're not paying attention. Sometimes they are small shifts in the conditions of your life. But we know that they are miracle demonstrations. So keep paying attention. Keep sitting on your meditation cushion for no apparent reason, right? That's what we do in meditation. We sit there waiting for nothing to happen. And just keep doing that and keep praying. And when your miracle occurs, and it does, email me and we will share it. And now it is time for The Last Word by Johnny Kirko.
Hearing me? There we are. You know I can yell across this room without this microphone. Hello, everybody. We continue our meet and greet right after our celebration. Join us for a one-on-one prayer with a practitioner. We'd like to say hello. So in the room, for all of you, we've got a busy day today. First of all, what's your vision? Billy Francis and Reverend Lori, come on up. They're going to tell you a little bit about their workshop they're doing this afternoon. Is that correct? Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Hey, Billy, what day is today?
It's January the 4th, a day of the Vision Board Workshop.
It's going to be absolutely fabulous to create a pathway for your next year. What are you going to create? What do you see? What do you visualize? Amen. It will be held after hospitality here in the sanctuary. How many people, just off the top of your head, are
I'm going to be there.
How many people are going to be there? 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Very great. We'll see you there.
Very good. What does this represent, Lori?
$5.
$15.
Oh, $15. We practice this a lot.
They were told there was no math involved, but there it was. So this week also is the Vision Men's Circle. Starts at 11:45 inside of Marjorie's room. Join the men's group in there. Nice, safe space for men to connect with other men. Thank you, JP. Thank you for that. You should write this stuff up. That'd be good. The prayer shawl group is meeting today as well. They'll be meeting in the back room over there. Join the ladies for they did some really cool stuff. If you guys got a chance to see all of the work they did during the Christmas season, it's really wonderful. Also, so this Tuesday is the beginning of choir season for this new year in 2026. Join us. We start at 6:45. We go 6:45 to 8:15. If you want to be a part of the choir, we practice for the next 3 Tuesdays, and then we perform on the 4th Sunday. So join us. Many of you have been a part or are part of it now. Come and join us. We'd love to have you. Reverend Patti also is starting up Tuesday. Reverend Patti, what's your group you're doing on Tuesdays?
Happy Hour with Holmes.
Happy Hour with Holmes.
Yes, I am. We are going to go through the textbook. Don't you love the textbook? We're going to go through the textbook line for line, not from beginning to end, but we're following that little brochure that I handed out last week. One little passage a day, that's all you're going to read. You're going to check it off the little list, and we're going to meet every Tuesday to talk about what we read the last 7 days. And they're small passages. We're not going to eat the whole thing all at once. We're going to take it bite by bite. So it's fascinating. It's a deep dive into into the Science of Mind textbook. It'll reveal stuff that'll just like, consciousness explodes. So join me, love offering. It's just an hour, Tuesdays 4 to 5. Like I said, happy hour. Happy hour with Holmes. You're going to love it. It's wonderful. And it's a hybrid class too, so it's on Zoom. You can just drop in and play with us. Thank you.
All kinds of learning opportunities. Mr. James Vandenberg, you have a class starting up.
Yes, this Wednesday we start the art and science of spiritual mind treatment. And if you're new to science of mind and you hear the word spiritual mind treatment, it sounds a little woo-woo, like maybe it's kind of a weird thing for other people. I just want to tell you that this is a practice, spiritual practice, that will absolutely transform your life. I've facilitated this class 3 times now, and every single time I think I'm the one that receives, and I know this is true for you. So spiritual mind treatment, if you have not had your miracle minute yet, I encourage you to take this class. The practice will change your life. The class will help you make the practice your own. So I just want to encourage you. It's online. It's 8 weeks. You can join us from anywhere. It starts this Wednesday. And if finances are the thing that's holding you back, please see me. We're not going to let that happen, okay? We'll take care of you, I promise. I want this for you. I want you to enjoy this like I do. Thanks. Oh, and there's another one. Yes, starting the following week, our own vision practitioner, Catherine Flanagan, will be teaching Consciousness and the Creative Process. This is a class, a 6-week class. It's both online and in person, and it goes through the work of Thomas Troward. So I think you're going to love it. This is another one of those classes about intentional manifestation and practicing your own up-leveling of consciousness. I encourage you to check it out. She'll be here next week, so you can ask her any questions you have. But
Thank you very much, James. So that's a class. So then also Catherine Flanagan starting up this Friday night. She's starting a Friday fun night, and she's doing cribbage. Who's played cribbage? Raise your hand if you've ever played cribbage. So Friday night, they're going to be getting together at 7 o'clock and playing cribbage and stuff. It's free. Just come on by and be a part. It's a really fun group. Catherine Flanagan's going to lead that.
How much can we win?
How much can you win? You get to win the love of just beating the hell out of somebody else in the other room. I've been cussing a lot more up here recently. Have you noticed? Happy New Year. Adopt-A-Bill is back here, and Bill, we moved him back up into the hallway here so we can all see him very clearly. Again, Adopt-A-Bill is a program where we show all the bills that we have here at Vision, and you can donate to Vision and support any one of the bills. There's electric bills, there's mortgage, there's all kinds of wonderful things there. If you would like to join us, you can grab a sticker, go and see Paul in the bookstore, and we'd be happy to take that donation, or you can do that online and where the give button is on the website. So thank you for that. Also, in February, Reverend Patti mentioned to you that we'll be celebrating our 19th birthday. So if you'd like to join and become a member, we'd love for you to say hello, and yes, you want to be a part of us. See Lee or myself. We would be happy to give you a form and say yes, join us, and we'll do a little celebration on our anniversary, which is the second Sunday in February. So this is the beginning of a new year, and it's the beginning of new and wonderful things, but also it's the end of something for us. And our music director, Mr. Mark Danishofsky, will be leaving us in February. So so my point today is to say thank you to Mark for the many, many things that he's done over the many years. Mark's been here for over 18 years. He helped build out this space we have here. He helped do the sound, the lighting. He's done so much for us. He helped bring concerts to this event. Every Sunday he comes in, he leads our band and leads the great music. I just want to say thank you, Mark, for all the work that you've done for us here at Vision. Joey.
So, one thing, you don't want to lay too much energy on an Asperger's person. They run out the door, So, so this place, I have a notebook, like when we were in between places trying to figure out a place, and this place matches the description that I have in a notebook. And to show what has happened at Vision, because a center, it's a center for spiritual living, and we don't only live on Sundays, we live through the week too, hopefully, and so this place right now, something is so amazing happening here that it almost doesn't register. There's a Pulitzer Prize winning opera composer and also composer named Anthony Davis, and he won the Pulitzer Prize a few years ago for the Central Park Five that he wrote, and last year the Metropolitan Opera of New York put on his opera, The Life and Times of Malcolm X, and right now at Vision, in this space, his newest children's opera is being birthed. They're rehearsing here. So, it's just kind of astounding if you think about it. This is kind of the perfect place. And if you've ever come to one of those Donnell concerts, big band, this is like a studio, like if you were at a major studio in New York or Los Angeles or something like that, this is kind of a perfect room for that sort of thing. So there's 18 musicians and a children's chorus and lead people here. It's my friends from Bodhi Tree Concerts are producing it. But so right now, literally, this is the birthplace for something new and incredible that could theoretically last in the pantheon of art through the time. And that, to me, is mission accomplished for my part of trying to conceive what this place would be. So just keep that positive thoughts in your mind, because it's such a big deal. It's such to get an opera going, And like I said, and the standard that he set is the Pulitzer Prize. So that's happening here right now in the next couple weeks.
Much like Mark to not talk about himself, we're talking about him and he talks about something else. Thank you, Mark. Each week we're going to do a little thing for him, and not too much, because he's going to not like it. So I want to mention Reverend Marcus is back. He's doing his Sunday mornings with Reverend Marcus. Starts at 8:30. Join him, and it'll be in Marjorie's room. Join him and get together, and they go through the Science of Mind magazine and all kinds of different things like that. Next week, Reverend Patti will be back. Her talk title is The Study of Life. We have Janet Hammer and the house band will be with us. Good stuff. How about James Higgins today? Each week we get fantastic music, and James's story tonight just continues to tell what we do here at Vision, and I love that. I love all of you for your consciousness that we continue to bring, and James Higgins is just another one of those superstars for us, so thanks, James. So, if your birthday is this month, please stand up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Yeah. Well, it's not chocolate.
It's by actually request for somebody whose birthday is this month. It's a carrot cake.
Yay.
Everybody will enjoy it, right? And Mark helped make this place. We were known for years as come for the music, stay for the message. Then we added the munchies.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to stand up and we're going to say our affirmation. These are in present tense. They're powerful. They're purposeful. They're passionate. They are the truth of us. They are the truth of us. They should be up there on the big screen. Yay! I love when it works. Okay, we're going to say these all together. You with me? You ready? You at home, you're going to say them as well. Out loud. Stand up. Go ahead. Okay, let's do this. I am connected to universal wisdom. I face life with honesty and clarity. My inner guidance sees through appearances and knows the truth. Oh, gosh, absolutely. 3, 1, 3. Let's say 1 and 3 again. I am connected to universal wisdom. My inner guidance sees through appearances and knows truth. Absolutely the truth of us. Let's pray. I give great thanks for this day, for everything in it, for all the gifts we know are gifts from Spirit to us, to know, to take in, to share, to live the wisdom, to live the truth of this teaching, to prove the principles to ourselves, and to change our lives through this practical spirituality. We know we are here to awaken ourselves and to awaken all of life to its magnificence, to know that there is peace and power and joy and love everywhere. And we awaken to those qualities of God, and we demonstrate them because we are the activity of Spirit through life. Giving great thanks, I simply let it be, and so it is.
Truth, I see God in everyone. There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in everyone. Peace for the world starts with me. Peace for the world starts with me. There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in everyone. There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in everyone. Peace for the world starts with me. Peace for the world starts with me. Peace for the world starts with me. Peace for the world starts with me.